sorry, people. I'm over here just talking with Lou and Paul, like you guys can hear us, and somebody didn't press the live button. Somebody was just over here having a full behind the scenes conversation with no swearing.
Little Kiki.
No kiki. Okay. So let me try this moon. I have creators is unstuck. Go, go, go. Oh, it moved everything into the right place. Nice. Nice. So I after we were doing our thing last week, I made a new moon scene that puts all my Ecamm windows in the right windows, and then it moves the Notion to the Wii monitor so that I can see it when we're talking, and then the Ecamm preview monitor covered just a corner of the Notion on the Wii monitor so I can see it when we're talking. And that just worked. It just freaking worked. Oh my god. Listen, people, you got to know how to mess with your stuff. It really does make life so much easier.
Don't be scared of the buttons.
Right? When you get some
Just push
efficiency
the
going down,
buttons.
when you get your efficiency efficient, you get your efficiency efficient, you can do things. You can do things. Listen, this has been a very eventful first 4 days of the year.
Of the
So,
month?
yeah, what did I say? God, oh my
You said the
goodness.
year.
This dude
Wow.
has had some serious mental issues.
You okay?
No, I've been tripping today. And I swear I slept. I
Wow.
swear I slept good. I thought.
Yeah?
I guess
How's
not.
the shots going?
Well, today is shot day. Good reminder.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to get back on my
I,
Monday
I I've
schedule.
picked up. It's like, is it every week? Once
Yes,
a
every
week?
week, and I normally do it on Monday, but last week I screwed up, so I'm sliding it by a day in order to catch it up. You know what it is.
Mm.
Come on, 6-digit code. Where you be? Boom, gangster. Submit. All right, sorry, I gotta relog back into something.
Boom,
Boom.
beep, bop, boom, bop, bop. NAB. Where is our NAB?
Yo, I've been tripping today. I swear I can't get that one piece of line stuck out of my head. It was literally the first thing I uttered when I woke up this morning. And I don't remember dreaming about it, but I swear I've said probably like 50 times this morning. You think the bay gonna let you disrespect Pac? Certified love boy, certified. Wow, 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 wow.
Did
Boom,
everybody get
bap,
their
boop.
passes booked
I'm booked.
for NAB?
I am booked.
That's
Do we know
awesome. I'll
anyone
check.
at TikTok? No, I do not. The closest person I
Mm.
know that has people at TikTok would be Kenya,
Kenya.
Kenya Kelly. So I would send her a DM on IG or TikTok and tell her that you're part of my crew. KEENYA, and just be like, Kenya, I'm Doc's moderator. Wifey's account got hacked. Do you have anyone you can put me in contact with? Wave the bat flag. Oh man, sorry, Carlos. Man, we had a really good class on Saturday, and Carlos was bringing up some fire, and then yeah, it was just great. It was just great. We had a really good conversation, and then we are all keeping our eyes and ears and hopes up. That's correct, Kevin. That is correct. For Yolanda, she's going back to Florida. You know, this is a crazy time we living in, but we just got to do our thing and just keep pushing. Oh, does anybody remember Soul to Soul? Do you remember Soul to Soul? Keep
Mm-mm.
on moving, don't stop to the hands of time. It's a oh, that's a good song. I think I have to listen to that a lot more these days. Just got to keep on moving. Not you can also listen to Method Man. Keep it moving. You gotta keep it moving. But it's a good song because you just gotta power through. Yay, Yolanda remembers that song. I didn't think you was old enough, Yolanda. You must have been like a wee kid. Such a good song. I know you know this one, Mary Lou. Back to life, back to reality. However do you want it? However do you need it?
However, do you need it?
Yes, that's soul to soul. Same.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is.
So it sounded familiar, but I was like, I couldn't pick out what.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Soul to soul.
Does anybody still need your exhibit pass for NAB? I got a stack of them.
Oh, how you did that?
I just Googled.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to put them in the notes in case anybody needs.
Nice. Yo, listen. I so want to go to the Farewell Tang tour. I posted the trailer like a couple days ago. That's going to be bomb. And fun story, Chris. Maybe like a week or two before he passed, they were in Hawaii. So myself, my DJ partner JP, and a fella by the name of Osiris, aka O Dirty B, we drank like bottle and a half Patron and had some of the weirdest, strangest, but most awesome conversations sitting on the curb outside of the club after the night was over. Probably, but ain't nothing we can do to fix it. Say something, Lou.
Hello?
Okay, one more time.
Hello, Mary Lou is here.
It works.
Hello.
It works.
It's because we were trying to sing together, and I don't think we are like that in sync.
Yeah. No, don't say in sync, because then Liz will pop up. Y'all say something?
Bye.
Yes. Oh my God. Root open for Rage. Oh my God. That would have been. Ooh. Yes, it is a train wreck with 40 people on stage. Chris, this is absolutely true. They performed at something here called Kualoa Ranch, which is a really, really big ranch out on the east side, and it was crazy the amount of folks running around that stage. Woo, 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 back in '79. Yes, it was absolutely cray, but it was amazeballs, absolutely amazeballs. Such an talented thing. All right, so what are we doing? What are you typing, Lou? Oh, don't mess this up.
Will is going to come with us to NAB, and I was like, we got to get him his pass. I keep forgetting.
I love it.
Yeah. He said he wants to see what the hype was about.
This is cool. Are we on trolling versus constructive criticism?
What are we at?
No, I think we did that.
Delete. Did Jill get her access? Yes, good. Anybody else coming to NAB? It's time to get it together.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to send Sabrina a message just so in case she wants to kick it with us. To tell her.
I hope she does.
Sabri.
So, Doc, you got the three of us our passes?
No, you got to do it yourself. They're free. What am I going to do?
I could have sworn.
Nope.
A few episodes ago, you said you were taking care of it.
I said I was taking care of the telly.
Okay.
I put a link in there, Paul, with a bunch of the codes.
Yeah, there's 11,000 codes on the internet. It's so easy to find.
Episode 24. Oh, my goodness. What's on your heart lately? What are you feeling?
Oh, so much, so much. Man, you said so many good things in a video the other day, and I picked up on one, which was the theme. And so I continued my theme by
All your theme.
just some speed moves that you can do. But you in your first two videos outside on the stoop just looked very country. That was good. And
Gizmo had to be outside,
yeah,
you know?
dude, and she just kept running up and down the steps like, let's go. All right, let's go. Like, and then Zilla was like, bitch, sit your ass down. Gizmo's like, fuck off.
Because Zilla was a street cat, and she's like, I don't understand. That's really good inside. Where Gizmo's been inside her whole life. So she just is like, outside, I got to be where the people are. And Zilla's like, you don't know how good you have it. I used to live underneath a dumpster. So Zilla likes to be inside.
Kick it with us. Throw the angel smile. Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Video I did last night was about how you can't wait for motivation because she's that girl who's not gonna call you back.
Yes, I think I'd love to continue this because I had so many thoughts. I was saying stuff to you to the TV, and it was about 11:30, and then I was like, "Yeah, Lou."
It was late.
Oops, because you was like, right. So yes, because I think that is a very look. Let's just do this. I'm not going to say anything else. Keep it to myself.
Okay, we're doing motivation.
Yes, because actually, one of the first people that I heard motivation is BS from was Mel. Years ago, when I first discovered who she was. She was on the show with Tom Bellew. And she was like, motivation is BS. And I think I've said it in some of my videos before, but it's crazy. Oh, God, never mind. Let me keep it to myself.
Okay. So motivation is BS is the prompt I'm starting with.
Yes. I could do this whole thing, no outline. No notes.
Well, I gotta use the outline to keep us on track.
I know. I can fit in the eat, no notes. Oh, you man, that's I was fired up when you was talking about it yesterday, bro. It's so good. I'm gonna give you guys homework because we're gonna probably cover most of this just because it's something that once I heard this, I absorbed it. Full gigantic 42-ounce Kool-Aid. Because I agree. Ooh, don't choke. Me. Man, throat, not today, Carol. I'm busy. Me.
Carol today.
Me. Oh, I need a straw. Where's LD? Yo,
I love that you stole her from her stream today. That she's supposed to be with Mario, and you're like, no, you're with me. And Mario's just like on his own.
I gotta apologize to Mario over there. Mario's funny. I really, really like Mario. He cracks me up. He's really one of the coolest people on the planet.
Yeah.
Man, I had something the other day that came to mind, and I was like, I gotta tell Raph. And now Raph is here, and I don't remember what it is, and I did not write it down, which is unlike me. Which is highly unlike me. I didn't wrote it down, and that, my friends, is stupid. So now I gotta hope that it comes back. All right. Okay. I like why motivation is a lie, and here's what works better. Yes. Ooh, sorry.
Share the screen.
I'm doing it. You know he out here in these streets. Let's go. I like this one. Text color. Boom. Bingo. Mm-hmm. This was the funniest thing you said yesterday, and it's on point.
Which part?
About that flaky friend that don't show up.
She's like, maybe tomorrow. I don't know.
Yep.
Probably not though.
Yep. She's definitely about the life.
Like, you know that friend. You know that friend. Like sometimes I'm like, am I that friend? I'm cracking when you said that you're like, Mary Lou will get back to you in 3 to 5 business days. I was like, that's facts.
Yo, what's
All my stuff is
cracking?
on silent.
What's cracking? Dude, we might have to hit all of these babies.
Oh,
These choices not to be faded.
is camera off because of me or because of you?
Oh, sorry. Why you gotta be like that?
Ooh,
I messed
ooh.
something up and it ain't straight. I need to make a shortcut key for this. All right, I'm gonna do it real quick. So I'm gonna show y'all how the boy works. All right, I'm gonna show y'all how the boy works because I'll get tired of typing the same crap over and over again. So I'm gonna create a new snippet, and then I'm gonna switch it to plain text, and then I'm gonna do BLOCK IT bam comma bam comma.
Oh my gosh. Listen, our chat GPT, she's like, she got extra spicy. So I asked for my rapid fire questions and it gave me some and it's like, or maybe you want some spicy ones to stir the pot. I was like, you are our
You are
chat GPT.
friend. So I'm gonna do bang, BLT, BLR, BLR, bing, bing. So I put a colon BLR, and then I don't really need to worry about the group right now. All right, that's good, good, good. Bam, and then you just say close. So then, when I'm over here in Notion trying to fix this thing, all I gotta do is go bang, BLR. Yeah, you seen that? You seen that? Player. All right. So yeah, that's what
Okay.
that's all about. That is why. That's why. It's like, here, I'll show y'all something. I'm gonna mess this up real quick, but I can fix it. I'm gonna hit enter. If I go bang YD1, there's the prompt. If I go YD2, I gotta do the whole thing. You gotta type it. Bang YD2, there's the prompt. You see, you gotta have shortcuts, fam. You need text expander. The Apple built-in one is cute, but text expander is life. I've been using it for 20 something years. It's kind of crazy. It actually will give you statistics as to how much time you save if you go and look at it. And because I've been using it for so long, I probably save years worth of time. I have 265 snippets. Damn! That dude been out here in these streets. Okay. Yes. It's Nana Noboru Haoki is how you say that. Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. That is from Daruma. Very good, Rav. Rav's been studying his Japanese. He gets a free bento today.
Oh, I want a bento.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Yo, this, I know Ty's not here yet, but this totally worked yesterday. And I had to go on her stream and give her props. So Ty said in class the other day or on the stream, I forget which, she said, when you can't hit the gym for the whole 45 minutes to an hour or whatever, just do 5. And she's correct. So yesterday I got up and I had a bunch of stuff to do. I knew I was going to be slammed, but while I made the coffee, you can't drink it for the first couple of minutes because that joint be hot. So I did the workout. And then about halfway through, took a sip, and then I finished the workout. And then I was like, okay, I got my 10 minutes in before I had to meet with Katie and Jill because I was going to do the whole thing, but then something came up. We were helping Jill get onboarded. And then I was like, boom, then we had a couple meetings we needed to do. So I did exactly what she said. And I was like, okay, Ty, the student became the teacher because you're right. And so many days, I've been like, I don't have enough time to get in the whole 45, so F it. And no, that 10 was better than not doing nothing.
The Ty is like star student right now.
I know, dude. She be like leaving apples on the table and shit, cleaning erasers. Just put marketing, Paul. You can put marketing. You can put marketing associate to the director of marketing. You can put Katie's right hand man. You can put old Caleb. You can put whatever. Jill is now.
You're like, it's Paul. Everything.
Oh, so in that case, I would put customer solutions or customer success. There you go. That's what I put. Customer success.
Or HBIC.
Yes, head
That's
bitch in
Katie's.
charge. I put HMFIC, but whatever. Man, listen, Aubrey and Yolanda, I just want to say thank you for showing up on other kinfolk stream and just being there to support the team. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all are just boss. Y'all are just boss. Ooh. And listen, Aubrey. Where's this Aubrey girl? Girl, I inked it up. It is so good and it is so purple. There's a short on my channel. Ooh. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna stop. There's a short on the channel if you want to see. I inked it up. And I was talking mad spicy to Mary Lou the whole time. She said, make some shorts. I'll make some shorts. Damn it.
I'll show you a short.
I will keep the rest of them on point, but I made that one first, and I just didn't send it out.
Hey, that's okay.
But I wanted to show it because Katie wanted to see the ink. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's like something with the state of the internet right now. Like if every video is not like on brand or whatever, it's fine because we're all friends and we're like helping each other out and we're sharing information.
Well, and shorts don't have that same kind of stick to it, right? So you can adjust
Nope.
it. You can really adjust it. I
do think like shorts is a good place for the experiments to just like throw some stuff out there.
You know, this is such a hard conversation. I'm watching. Jacqueline is a short, so is Karen. Kevin. I'm watching my friends like just like go back and forth over what to do with their channel because somebody who's really intelligent, but he roasted one of our boys' channels and then he was like, you should be doing X, 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 and X. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I would do that. Like, you gotta like what you're doing to the point where it's no longer painful to you. And I know that they like doing what they're doing, but I know they don't like certain aspects of it because they got to do it for the brand. So I can tell when it's just one of their videos versus one of their videos by one of the sponsors. Even before they say sponsor video or not, I can feel it in the delivery. And the funny thing is, and I understand where this is coming from, and I kind of somewhat agree with it, but the person said, oh, don't make no courses. And I'm like, no, because people want to learn, and people like learning in a non-YouTube fashion. They want to go into a container and get what they need to get, also have it on standby. And I'm like, this is why all strategy is autobiographical, because I can understand why it wouldn't necessarily work for him, because I wasn't the hugest fan of courses either. However, sometimes you got to stop looking for these weird advice and just do you and be willing to accept the fact that it may or may not work and then be willing to make adjustments accordingly. Because the person that's trying to make these adjustments has a phenomenal channel and is doing fine. But what they're probably doing is comparing themselves to somebody else's joint and then now feeling a type of way and then trying to make adjustments. And I'm like, don't do that. Just stay you. You're doing dope. Like, you're doing fine. You're above anybody that has over 50,000 subs. You are in like the 1.8. I'm going to say the top 3%. It's probably less than that, but I'm going to just chaff my math and be like, you're in the top 3% if you have over 50,000 subs. How many channels does YouTube have? Not TV, dude. Not TV. Don't forget, sometimes on Google, you gotta do not in quotations so that it knows what you're doing. Okay, so YouTube has 63.8 million creators as of last year. Bruh, I'm willing to bet a dime against two fat boys that if you are over 50,000, you're probably in like the top 2%. That's crazy. I think the other thing that's funny to me, because I'm not like on YouTube's jock that hard, is to look at these top 20 creators, and I know Mr. Beak, I know Mr. Beast, Jake Paul, Rhett and Link, Dude Perfect, Logan Paul, and Dobrik, KSI, PewDiePie, Lily Singh. So I know 7 out of 21. Well, Raph, you know the conversation I'm talking about because you're in there, so you're reading it. And I just wish they would stop looking at that stuff. I just wish they would just stick to what they're doing. I think they're doing phenomenal. And it's easy to look at other people and start tripping. Or it's easy to feel like, you got to do more, you got to do more. And it's like, no, you don't, bro. You're doing absolutely fine. Stay pat. The idea of not doing a course is going to break your channel doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I can't even see that math. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, you have a course, but I just often wonder, and maybe it's a thing about them being so much younger than us. Maybe that's just different. But also, here's a big one to me. And I know this works. Like, if it's the bag, and I get that, you got the bag, right? No. My man Surf Chronic and I live in one of the most expensive places in the world to live, but we wouldn't change it for anything because the quality of life here is amazeballs, right? And our eggs is $12, okay? Our eggs is $12. But I tell you what, I don't want your $5 eggs because my quality of life here is good. You know what I mean? So I just don't waste my eggs. Take my time and, don't burn any, don't, accidentally drop any things of that nature. But yeah, like if it's about the bag, and I say this to anybody listening right now, go on to LinkedIn because I get offers 15 a day. I get offers 15. You see, don't see Flo. That's high to y'all now because everybody cheated. That's always been us. We've been higher. Our milk is over $10 a gallon. It's been like that for years. But if you go to LinkedIn and you look up content creators for companies, you don't even have to look up content creator. Just look up content creator. You got real estate company in the Bay trying to spin you up 6 figs to come and be their Mary Lou. And most of them don't give a damn what you do as far as your channel. Your channel could keep going. And 9 times out of 10, what they need from you is such a low lift in comparison to what you're doing. The type of videos that y'all are ashamed to post, I want you to hear this clearly. I'm switching screens, goddammit. The type of videos that you are afraid to post because you're trying to be cute and because you're trying to be perfect, you could go to LinkedIn right now and get a job paying you 75 grand to post that shit. I see it. I get cavorted. Hey girl, how you like your job over there? I love my job. I'm married. But I get courted every day. I get an email every day. Hey man, listen, we're from Remax Palo Alto. We were wondering if you could know. I'll consult you for a fee, but I ain't going nowhere because Kevin would miss me. I'm just saying, y'all out here tripping. 2 years ago, I had the same conversation with India, and she did it because she was making a transition, and she did what she did for like a year, and she made a little extra loot, right? And she went to go do it for a competing product, and we didn't care. We love her. She's our homie. Because it's bag, fam. It's bag. There's companies out here that absolutely suck, and you are already better than them, and you can go and do that. You just can't. So I look at 2 of my most favorite creators in the world right now who love their life and their channel and whatever they put out, and that would be Stephen Robles and myself. What do Stephen Robles and I do? We create content for competing products. We're super good friends. We talk to each other on a regular basis. But that bag is certified. So now I can create what I want, and I can make sure that I'm helping as many people as I want because I don't have to chase the bag. Just go. He dropped it. He dropped it. Oh my God. Kevin. Speaking of Benihanas, which is really hilarious, I just did my niece's wedding at the founder of Benihanas. His son owns the restaurant around the corner from my house, and we're good friends. So I went to go to there.
It's Benny Jr.?
No, it's Kevin Aoki. You know Steve Aoki?
Uh-huh.
His dad is the inventor of Benihanas. Rocky Aoki.
Yeah, Steve Aoki had a pizza place down the street from us for a little bit too. I
Yeah.
don't think it's there anymore.
Well,
but
that's probably
he was doing it.
That's Steve and Kevin, because Kevin is the restaurateur.
Mhm.
And so they do stuff together all the time. So yeah, Kevin's a good friend of mine, and so is actually their whole family. In fact, his I see him in the neighborhood all the time. But yeah, those are my people. I grew up with them. Bingo. All right. How did I get to browser? I was trying to hit Notion. I'm just saying, people be out here making this way harder than they need to. Oh, I need to do my picking of the week. I had it in my head.
Right.
I had it in my head. Why? Why? He had it.
What else could we be?
I had it in my head, and it went bye bye. It should be what is it? Not Prevacid. What's that thing? The memory one? Oh my god. It comes on TV all the time while you're watching football.
What?
Oh my god. Why is it if I Google it, it'll come up. Nah, I'm gonna get ads though.
It's a medicine? What is it?
It's a supplementation.
I see.
Prevagen?
Prevagen. Thank you, Paul. I knew you was old enough. Look, Aubrey knew. Aubrey drinks about a 40. That's what it is. Prevagen. Let's see. Where in the world is Paul San Diego? Let me see where Paul is at.
Oh.
Let me go to this view. This is a no smoking street. What are you doing? Look at his face. The look at his face is just classic right now. Dude, I gotta say, man, just imagine how much it must be awesome to just jump in your truck and be like, I'm gonna drive across this country real quick. I mean, so many people would be afraid to do that because they be listening to other people. Now, pause in the UK, but could you imagine how much Americans would you say get in a van and drive across Africa? Stop moving the thing back and forth, Lou. Wait, am I doing that?
What am I moving?
The little,
That's you.
The little Lubot is going crazy over here, and I thought that was you. I'm like,
Oh, is she going everywhere?
like,
Oh,
my
what are you talking about?
It's like karaoke.
You need to take some of this Prevagen.
Yo, my brain can't do these kind of weird distractions today. Oh,
Clearly.
you know what? I'm going to come up with a stupid pick of the week, and I'm not going to put it down because I need it to be a
Okay.
surprise. I got a stupid pick of
All
the
right.
week
I like
that's
it.
not stupid at all. So there.
Cool.
Yes.
Tell him.
Yes. I like it when I have a good idea. Okay, don't open that. He was ready to open it. Open it.
He was almost going to go there.
Click it. It's just there was a carrot there and there was a color, so I was waiting to click it. Click it. All right, let's go. Dude, yeah, van life does sound like fun. And then it's trippy. Like we'll be in the class talking to Paul, and we're just like watching the sun go down, or just watching the time change, and like, yeah, it's just pretty cool. I think you probably was like a little kid. You never thought in a million years you'd be driving across the Sahara Desert. Just, come on, that's just beautiful. Say what you want to say about Paul. He's all right. Are we good?
I think we could.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Sorry, he was about to have a Neo moment. Get over there. Don't do that. Oh yeah, I have a moon button now. I don't have to move it by hand. Sorry, people. Ignore what you're watching because we're not going to use that anymore. Let me just do this so that we don't have to drive yourself crazy. And then I hit the boom. Ah! It's so goofy. He is such a ding dong. All right, let's go. Let me restart the stream real quick. Not the stream, you know what I mean. The recording. Record means rewind. The gunshot means forward. And after this, we rewind. Shut up. So stupid. All right, come here. Click this off. 1 second. No, wrong direction. Okay. Get yourself grounded, centered, like you're about to take a golf shot. And, oh, that's a good thought, too. Count it down in 5, 4.
If you're waiting for motivation before you become a content creator, you might be waiting for a really long time because motivation is like that flaky friend that doesn't call you back. Sometimes she shows up, sometimes she doesn't. It really just, she's going by her own rules. It's not up to you. But what do you do? How do you create when you're not feeling it? Doc, let's talk about that today.
Ooh, I love this. I love this because when I go to do conferences and we do the little Q&A, one of the most common things is how do you stay motivated to do it all? I don't. But what do you mean? Because I don't function on motivation. I function on purpose. And yeah, like, don't even think about it.
We stuck.
No. See, this is why you don't look at comments when you're doing it, because Kevin said audio sync, and then I was waiting for you to say something, and there's no sync problem on my recording. So that's just YouTube. We're going to ignore it. Anyway.
Okay. I did the same. I was looking too, and I was like, am I on the wrong mic?
All right, we're going to restart this. Damn it, Kevin.
Cool.
Listen, YouTube is tripping. Mary Lou is perfectly in sync to me, as I stated to Raph a couple minutes ago. Okay, so let's do this all over again. Damn it. I'm going to start a new recording. Understand, even if she's out of sync, there's nothing I can do to fix it, but I can absolutely fix it in post. Brain farts. Here we go.
Are we starting from the beginning?
Yep.
Hooking everything? Okay.
Counting it down in 5, 4.
If you're waiting for motivation before you start creating your content, you might be waiting for a really long time because motivation is that friend that like maybe calls you back, maybe doesn't, maybe she comes to the party, maybe she doesn't. It's up to her. It's not up to you when she shows up. But the question is, what do you do? How do you create when you're not feeling it? Doc, let's talk about it.
Listen, I love this question because every time I go to conference and we're doing a Q&A or we're doing the hallway track, people constantly ask that question. Like, how do you stay motivated? Like, how do you get it all done? And I'm like, I don't. And they're like, why? I'm like, I don't rely on motivation. Like, it's funny because when you think about it, there are definitely days where you're doing something or you're busy or you're bored and you're sitting on the couch. I use sitting on the couch because that's the easiest one that makes the most sense to this. And your body goes, I'm hungry, time to make a sandwich. And your butt goes, nope. And then your feet goes, okay, let's go to the kitchen. And then your butt goes, nope. And you will sit there, binge 2 more episodes, stomach, and you will not move because the hunger didn't even outweigh breaking away from Game of Thrones. You just sat there and kept going. So we know that motivation is not really what it is, right? And reality is, I guess scientifically, it's all considered motivation, but I think what people consider the clinical motivation versus the stuff that they hear on the internet, there's 2 different things. Because based off of portions of your brain, you're basically humanly motivated to eat, self-preservation, and recreation. That's it. Outside factors can mess with all of the above. So when you stop taking care of yourself, it's normally related to some outside factor. When you stop feeling the need to procreate, it's normally related to some outside factor. Because if left alone, you would be out here like Raphael. Sorry, Raph. I just see his name on the screen, so he just got picked. Anyway, so yeah, motivation is highly overrated. But I want to talk about this because if you go into the YouTube box and you type in search and you get motive, it automatically, you get a whole list of things. And those are the searches that other people are searching for. So the reason why there's so many videos on the subject, so many channels on the subject, so many courses that you can take for $5,100 is because people are all trying to find the secret. And I want to say it's a scam, but it's not a scam because you got to give the people what they want. And people are looking for shortcuts, but there ain't no shortcut, homie. Not a one. But I'm going to guess. I didn't look it up. I'm going to look it up now while Mary Lou's talking, but I'm going to guess it's somewhere in the neighborhood of close to $1 billion, if not $1 trillion industry, selling you a bunch of BS about motivation.
Because motivation is easy to sell because everybody's like looking for it before they can take action. But here's the thing, you do not need motivation in order to take action. That is like a bonus. That is a thing that could be nice. And the thing is, you're not going to actually start getting motivation until you start doing things on the days you're not motivated, right? Like going to the gym, right? Maybe at first you're motivated because you're like, I have a goal. I'm going to go achieve this. You go a couple of days and then you're like, actually, I don't feel like it. And then if you stop going, like, okay, but like nothing's going to happen now. You're just going to stay in the same place. Like motivation is not guaranteed to ever show up.
Yeah.
It might never show up. You just got to act like that's like, I don't know. I don't know if she's coming to the party, but we still going to have a party, right? We're still going to do our thing. And then you end up having a good time without her anyway.
Well, and
Right?
and that's sort of it's kind of like work, right? There are days where you can't wait to get to the office. There's other days where you don't want to go to the office, and it just happens for everybody. Even though we do exactly what we love, it still can happen. Okay, so first thing we know is that the motivation to do something is temporary. And how you know this? Because you're like, I've totally done this before. Matter of fact, I did it yesterday. It's like I'm doing something, I'm editing, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go drain the entertainer. And I think about it, I was like, all right, let me do this one last thing. That one last thing takes 20 minutes. At some point in the middle of that, I completely forgot about the nature break. Okay. Then a call comes in from Brandon. Brandon's like, hey, I got to ask you something real quick about NAB. Boom. So I'm talking to Brandon. That's another 15 minutes. So far, 45 minutes, I still have yet to release the Kraken. Okay. And then I get a short idea. And I was like, oh, I see. Mary Lou calling me out. I might as well get this short done now while it's on top of mine because it's going to take me less than 5 minutes to make this short. So let me do it now before it becomes fleeting because I understand my lack of Prevagen. Thank you, Aubrey and Paul, for making me remember Prevagen. I don't take that stuff. I do take mushrooms, not that kind of mushrooms, Luis. And so I created the short. I recorded it. I transferred it from the Osmo Pockets. And then I nicknamed my Osmo Pocket Corner Pocket. So I transferred it from Corner Pocket. I put it on the computer. I dropped it in the Final Cut, chop, 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 bling, 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 add a couple of saucy sauce. And then I was like, oh, you know what this requires? This requires B-roll from the Osmo Action. Boom, move that in. Oh, you know what? It also requires B-roll from the iPhone. Move that in, chop, 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 publish it, send it to my phone. Well, send my phone ready to go. Nope, let me run it through captions and throw some captions on it in case people listen with the sound off. Bingo, did that. Then I posted it. It was an hour before I initially told myself, hey, little boy, it's time to wee. Don't wee your pants because mom will get mad. And I actually went to the bathroom. So that's how you know motivation is temporary, because even motivation for something that you need to function, you can put it off. Motivation is highly fleeting. It is highly fickle, as you say. Right?
Yeah, it's totally true. And it's, I don't know, some days you just have more, sometimes you don't. And there's a lot more factors than like the work of it,
Yeah.
right? There's just a lot of things that go into this. But I want to ask the audience a question. A lot of you have been watching with us for a while. Thank you, everyone who's been going along this journey with us. That maybe you're getting to a point where you got some tricks up your sleeve on how to get unstuck. So, what is a personal trick that you've developed that's been working for you for getting unstuck when you don't feel motivated? Let's talk about that in the comments and the chat.
All right.
But people who are waiting for motivation, when you're waiting for motivation, I always think like people love to put things between themselves and the thing that needs to get done. They will put more effort putting the things between them and the thing that needs to get done than just doing the thing.
I don't
Right?
know
We're
who
just
she
delaying
talking
the
to.
process.
Yes, I am fully official. Fully. That's a joke for Luis. It's an official fully. I have fully done that many times in the past. And you know when I stopped doing it? When I stopped doing it. I just, you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. I used to put so much things. I have legit seen people fight for why they can't do something that doesn't require any skill. It's just a matter of doing it. And I have spent hours arguing about why I don't want to do something and then go to do it, and it's literally a 2-minute process. So, David Allen first, then I kind of ignored it, and then Mel Robbins second, and then I said, I'm not going to ignore this. I'm going to do this. 5-second rule. Now, I used to be like the 2-minute rule, which is the David Allen version, which is anything that you can do in 2 minutes, just do it then because you're probably not going to want to do it later, which is why I did the short yesterday. So I still use that a little bit. I'm like, this short is legit anywhere from 30 seconds, technically 6. Let's go Vine. This short could be anywhere from 6 seconds to 3 minutes now. And if I don't get cute with chopping it, I can literally have it done anywhere from 6 seconds to 3 minutes. Because sometimes a short is like, hey, you know what? I just got to tell you guys about something really great. I just got this brand new open case. It is a really cool iPhone case with an open back that allows your MagSafe to work with everything. No more circles in the back, no more sticky stuff. Check this out. I'll put the link in the description, opencase.com. I am just so in love with this case. Short. No edits. He ate, no crumbs, no notes. That simple. Legit that simple. Right? When I made the first short about how to answer comments with your phone, that thing is so lightly edited. The only thing I added was the screenshots because I realized when I showed this to the camera, it was just too bright because for some reason my phone cracked out on the update and switched to light mode. Who are you people? Who are you light mode people? Really though? You need Jesus. Okay, so I had to switch my phone back to dark mode, and then I put the little overlays on so you could just see, just in case you missed it. But I shot, Kevin said, not even dirty dishes. Thank you, Kevin. I shot that short in the 1 minute it took for me to tell you that. And that idea came to me legit while I was watching football and answering comments. And I was like, oh, as soon as I get to the office, let me do that. So that short took me a total of 6 minutes, and 3 of them was waiting for it to upload because we was having a bad internet day. So the 5-second rule is when you think about something, you give yourself 5 seconds to be like, okay, I'm going to put this off, and then just stand up and start walking over there. 9 times out of 10, you know, like I can knock this out real quick. It's just
do it anyway.
Just do it anyway.
Just do it anyway. Just do it anyway. So a comment that came through was, this is why I never post anything. It's never quick and easy, but those are your choices.
Those are your choices.
To make it not quick and easy.
Yeah.
It's not the process. It's the process you chose, right? Because you can make something quick and easy. And if your process is what's keeping you, is the thing you put between you and the thing that needs to get done, then we need to address that. Because the motivation is not the requirement. The time, even like the time is a requirement, and there is time to build your processes, but the processes are important to build. So if you are at a point where you're not posting because it's never quick and easy, that is why you need to be posting so you can get to quick and easy.
Yes.
You just
Yes.
need to get there.
Yes. Yes. 418.6 times this. So we did a challenge at Creator Camp. I took this class from this guy named Bobby Vegas and some girl named Lou something. And they challenged us to record a short in 60 seconds for a product that you have on your desk. So DJI OM7, Osmo Mobile 7. They're like, ready, go. And you're like, bomb. That was it. And they're like, post it. But I need to edit. No, you don't. But I want to edit. No, you don't. Post it. Especially when it comes to shorts. Because you have to be prolific. And theoretically, if you're listening to Gary, you should be doing 15, 20 a day. If you're doing the light Gary method, he can go by Gary now, right? He's like, share, one name is good. We know what we're talking about. All right.
We know who that is. We know.
All right. You can do 5 a day.
That's Uncle Gary.
So if you got to do 5 a day, or if you're trying to do 15 a day, you don't have to edit it. Because the truth is, you can remake the exact same one legit the next day and make it better and post it, and nobody will come for you. I have seen the same dance done by TikTokers 15 times until they nail it. They post every one of the builds up, and then they got the nailed one, and they post every one. They delete none. That is a different behavior. And when it comes to doing your real deal Holyfields, and then Carlos may have left at this point, but Carlos did this, and he did something where he tried to make the video cute, and he added a little extra sauce, and the community was like, no. We like the regular, degular, schmegular. I learned that. Regular, schmegular, degular? Yeah, I learned that this weekend from my friend Emily. They liked the shot of him talking. And here was the feedback, family. Here was the feedback. I'm going to do something I normally don't do in this show, but I'm going to break the fourth wall of contact. They said, you just went from being a good friend that we talk to, that we listen to, that we vibe to being a YouTuber. Girl, did you hear that shade? That shade was so loud. You just touched a black woman's hair. That's how loud that shade was. And this is the thing. We were just talking about this in the pre-show, which if you guys are live, you heard this. I was just saying this to Raph about some of our friends. And again, they're younger than us, so I get where they're from. They're kind of turning from really good educators and really good people who are really good at what they're doing to trying to become YouTubers. There is a difference between a creator and a YouTuber. And it shouldn't be, but there is. Now, the general population is going to call us all YouTubers because we make content for YouTube. And I guess that's kind of what it should be. But when you're using YouTuber in quotes, we mean, hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Dave, and I'm going to show you in the next 15 minutes how to make this video. Look over here. Now let me talk about this. Now look over here and let me talk about this. And then next thing you know, we were like, whoa. The ZX1 handles adjustable, good enough for righties or lefties, and with one particular shot, with the replay button, you can send each and every shot to the same location. Now it's equipped with the brand new Ice Cube system, and then the flamethrower, my favorite. If you know what that is, holla in the chat. But that's the deal, fam. Like, yo, be you. It's called YouTube. Not that fake thing that you be trying to do, son. It's called YouTube. You are the character. Not that fake persona you're trying to do like, I are a professional voice actor. No. People want to know you, son.
It's like you turn into a less attainable person. You're just not another person walking around. You're now a media personality. So when they talk about YouTuber, I see that as media personality, which there's a separation from. But let me tell you, the professional media personalities, the news anchors, the Entertainment Tonight hosts, all of them are trying to be creators.
Yes, they want to go back to
We're
being
already
us.
here.
It's, oh my God, it's so good, Lou. You've said this before, and I know this to be true from the people that I know that work here. They all want to do this. They all want to take off the tie and the polish and the bad green screen and the 80 pounds of makeup, and they just want to sit down and talk about what they love. Yes. I want to cover what Raph
They
said.
truly
Raph
do.
said, YouTuber for me is entertainment. I'm more of a video educator, not even edutainment. It's not for the money. It's because it's peanuts comparative to the work that I do professionally. Yes, yes. But see, here's the thing that is so dope. What you just said, Raph. By teaching people what you know as a professional in the film industry, by teaching them how to do that for their content, you are giving the people what they want. Because of course, all of us want to have a little Scorsese in us, right? All of us want to write cool YouTube scripts like Aaron Sorkin and be witty. All of us want to be a little Genji Cohen, right? I just pulled out a bunch of heaters. Dang, he good. Anyway.
Yeah, you did.
But our videos end up looking like
Right.
M. Like Shyamalan. but Raph can give you some of the secret sauce. Raph knows the back end, right? When I come in and start talking stuff about audio, I've done this for film and pictures, so I can talk about some of the back end. Mary Lou, you've been a production person forever. As a producer, look, Paul did something very producer oriented, and Mary Lou's like, look at Paul being a producer. Look at Go Girl Go, right? You know what I'm saying? So by sharing what you do and teaching people that, you will automatically be successful because you're helping others. You're spending your time helping others. So yes, it is crazy. It is crazy. Motivation will do you so wrong. It will tell you why you can't do stuff. Oh, yeah, I just tell motivation, shut up, Mo. Shut up. Ain't nobody got time for you, girl.
Right. Well, like on the topic of like if you're doing something for everyone else, right? There is the version of a YouTuber that's doing stuff for them. I'm doing crazy things so people look at me. It's a very like selfish act that works for some people because some people need to be entertained, right? But that is their motivation. Let me tell you, like the people that I know that are like that struggle more than anyone I know because it's so much work to put up a persona by yourself and do the production and have to look at the edit and have to show up like this sometimes. And then somebody runs into you in the grocery store and they're like, that's not how that person is. Like, it's a whole thing, right? But because we're doing things for the community, for the people, right? We have accountability. We have community. You guys check us, right? We show up. Our motivation is like, well, I need to show up and say how this is a struggle because I want people to know this is a true thing and know that this is part of the experience because it is for the community. It's not for me.
Correct.
Necessarily, right? That's where the true like motivator is, right? And it's discipline, right? It's discipline. Put yourself on a schedule. You've had jobs. Like you learned how to brush your teeth every day. And hopefully you do it twice a day. Hopefully. If we haven't got that yet, let's start there. But you know how to build a daily habit, right? Then do that. You can build discipline.
That's super funny. Like, it is the same as brushing your teeth. And I think you mentioned that yesterday when you were talking in your video. It is definitely, you do things that are borderline reflexive at this point because you've turned them into a habit. And when you can create I almost hate using this terminology, but it comes up again. So people in our country love to talk about flow state. Okay. A good example of a flow state is you're in the kitchen and you're cooking and then your brain starts to wander. Normally it's because I have the YouTube on and I have my mirepoix. I got my onions or my celery on a cutting board and I use custom made sharp AF Japanese knives, but I could be like, oh, what? oh my God. And then you look down and there's not a blood. You got a perfectly diced onion, right? Or you drive home and you're all up in GNX album, singing, head knocked back, and you ain't crash, right? Or you're on a phone call talking to Lou and you got this good idea for this series that you're going to do. And you're driving and you're yelling in the car. You're having a good time. You're cracking up, but you still don't crash. That level of flow state is because you have become so one with the thing that you're doing that you could do it without a lot of sort of thought process, right? It just happens, right? I will guarantee you Steph Curry would be folding clothes and like just like crossover and then like shoot the dirty draws in the basket. Not even trying to be cute. It's just almost habit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this flow state thing is about. But to me, that is what we call in I mentioned this in the video. In the Japanese culture, we call that ikigai. In the U.S. culture, we call that flow state. But when you know what your purpose is, when you're living on purpose, you just do. You don't even think about it. Like, I guarantee you right now, I could walk into any of my friends. Okay, I'm speaking specifically about my Korean friends, but I also know the same thing for my Japanese friends and for my Filipino friends. I could walk into their house, take off your shoes, walk in, sit down. If their mama is home, you're eating. That plate will come out of nowhere. You hungry? You fat? You must eat a lot. Here you go. Like the food just comes out. They can't help themselves. They don't even ask. They just make it first, and then you got to eat it. 9 times out of 10 is good, but it's just a thing. Like you do not walk into Amma's house and don't get fed, right? You don't walk into Tita's house without getting fed. It's just happening. And you also, if you visit your Filipino friend's house, bring a Tupperware because you got to take some home. It's reflexive. That level of nurturing and caring for people while talking about how fat you are is reflexive. We'll call you fat and make you food every time.
Yep.
Yo, Eden is the size of a pencil. I guarantee you her aunties or her grandmas be like, damn girl, what you eating? And they be bigger than you. But that's just what they do. It's just part of love. That's how they show love. That their love language is shame.
Unfortunately, it is true. It is true. And then it's like with those things, like these moms, these Asian moms can make the food so fast because they have systems and routines. Like they doing this, right? Like they need to make something, they're gonna make it. It is ready, it is prepped. They are not worried about it. It's gonna just happen. You can do that with your content. You can set up things that like when you need to do it, you're not even thinking about it. Like right now, if you need to go make a peanut butter jelly sandwich, you're like, yeah, I got the things, whatever. We just do it and then we're eating, right? But we're thinking about so many things in between. But sometimes it does take time, okay? Like this is stuff with experience. The first time you drove your car, you did not know what you were doing. But now you know because of practice and routine, right? You check this, you check the mirror, you check behind, all these things, right? Like you got the things that you hopefully are doing every time. But you could do that with your content. So Doc's video yesterday was about a system. So talk to us a little bit about a system like that anybody could use.
I was thinking of something real quick.
Yeah.
Last week I mentioned this before, but Raph did a video recently talking about, adjusting your keyboard shortcuts and stuff for Final Cut. That's part of the system thing, right? Yesterday's my video was about like going into either Canva or Keynote or Adobe Express or even Final Cut, whatever you use, and building the end card, building the lower third, having that stuff just all ready, having it on deck, right? In many of your editing softwares, you can take certain things that you use and save them as presets so you can use them over and over again. This will allow you to have a level of speed. In radio, we have something that's known as a donut, okay? And what a donut is, there's a couple different ways to do it. There is you are listening to KIKI FM, and then there's a 30-second music bed, and now back to the countdown, right? And so when you press that button, that tells me, the jock, I have 30 seconds to do a live read. right? And so it would be like, press the button. It sounds like our creators Unstuck one. And then it goes, and I'd be like, that's right. This week, there is going to be traffic on the H1 due to new fixing of the rebar on the overpass. So if you are leaving going eastbound, make sure you give yourself ample time to prepare for that. Also, there will be overflow late. And don't forget that you can use King Street and Beartania as ways to work around this traffic. Don't get caught. And here we go. Thank you for listening to KIKFM. You just know what to do, and it just comes out. And when you nail it right before it goes to the boom, that's called posting, right? You're hitting the post. We did this all day, every day, so often, I could read almost anything in exactly 30 seconds or anything in exactly 60 seconds because it's just a habit. Like the time is in your head, or you're counting the beats, and you don't even realize you're counting the beats, but you're reading it, but you are. Like, it's a thing, right? So you could tell Sabrina, hey, I need you to make me this thing in 140 BPM. She doesn't need a metronome. She just knows what 140 BPM is because she went to Berkeley, for Christ's sakes. But that's the type of thing that we're talking about. Like, when you build your systems right, the reason why it looks so simple for these folks is because they are building their systems right. And sometimes that system is get through a bunch of those steps so often that it's semi-automatic to you. It's almost muscle memory.
So speaking of the systems, right, in our show, we have like an example of exactly what Doc is talking about. We have it built into our format is a pick of the week, right? This is going to happen every time. We know this happens every time, and it's going to happen right now. Doc, take it away.
Okay. You're gonna
Wait,
laugh.
I need the pick of the week. Pick of the week.
I should do that. See, he messed it up. Pick of the week. Pick of the week. Pick of the week. Listen, the thing that is the pick of the week this week is something that you know very, very well. And in theory, you use it often. But sometimes you forget it. And sometimes you put it in the drawer. And sometimes you let other people steal it. And sometimes you haven't realized to let those other people stop stealing it and give it back. And so what happens is you feel without, but you have it, and you have it with you all the time. You just don't realize that. So, since a lot of you don't believe in yourself, my pick of the week is you. So if you don't believe in you, we do. But you're going to have to start. And you're going to have to start giving it to other people. That sounds really weird. You're going to have to learn to trust in you. And you are enough. You don't need an upgrade. You're not on sale. You're not missing anything. Some of y'all are missing a couple teeth. But other than that, you have everything you need to be dope because you already are. So my strange pick of the week this week is you. You need to pick you. Pick a winner. I pick you.
Yes. I love that. You know what? And yeah, let's stick with that because it's such a big thing. I had posted a video of like, what's one of your favorite creators, right? And like, I wanted more people to say themselves because you should be your favorite creator. You should like what you're doing. You should be the one that you're like, you know what? I would watch my content.
Yo,
Like, I love watching my content.
you said, who is your favorite high power creator? And I said, oh, you mean besides us? I said Taisha gets the honorable mention, and then Zaylee and Liz, right? So yeah, my first thought, and this is not crazy, it's not cocky. I trust in us, right? In us we trust. So in CU we trust. Mary Lou said, "Who's your favorite creator?" And I said, "Oh, you mean besides us?" And that was not even a joke. It just literally what my fingers typed.
Yes, because it's true. Like you should be your favorite. And what I'm trying to do with that series, it's like a series about like becoming a high status creator. because I truly think each and every one of you is somebody's favorite creator, but they're
Yes.
never going to find you if you don't make the video, right?
Mm.
Until you start to show up and you start showing up as that creator. But you have to be it and you have to do it and you have to show up. So the trick of it, right? It's like producing is manipulation, just so you guys know, right? It's just manipulation of resources, of time, of ideas, things like that. I am trying to produce people into actually creating because when I tell you, right, what's the feeling people get when I'm like, you are someone's favorite creator? They're like, oh, really? Me? It was like, well, a version of you, yes, but we'll never know that version until you start to actually do it. But if you know that somewhere along the timeline, someone's going to be like, wow, you're my favorite creator because I've seen it. I've seen it happen time and time again. And then like that just changes everything. But you don't get there until you start to make the things. So use that as your motivation because you are. Each and every one of you is somebody's favorite. They will love you. You are the exact demographic, the exact uh, vernacular, the exact age, the exact look of somebody's favorite because they see something in you that speaks to them. But you got to speak to them in order for them to find you.
So good. You know what? You said something
So
that's
do it.
very important. You said that producer is manipulation.
Hmm.
And back in 1851, Levi Strauss took the cotton plant, weaved it into fibers, and produced it into a pair of leggings we call pants now. And then they got dye made from a plant from India called indigo and used it to make them blue. So they manipulated two types of plants into something that about 50% of the audience is wearing right now. I have no pants on, but I'm wearing sweats. I'm joking. I'd see Paul's face when I said that. But everybody in here got some denim. And all they did was manipulate two plants into one of the most popular things in the world. Now, I manipulate plants often. It kind of looks like this, and I'm just like, this is a SD card holder, people. That's not where your brain went. No. But yeah, it's so good. I didn't even think about it, but you said it that way, and it's so true. And on top of it, you are absolutely somebody's favorite creator. You know, I told you guys this last week. I just happened to run up on this kid who legit had 36 subscribers, but the YouTube put me on. And now I'm like, Josh, where's the next video? Son, I'm waiting. Come on, nephew. Let's get this video out. Because I was so amazed by his first video, and that was his first crack. And I'm like, come on, nephew, do not post in ghosts. Because he has an opportunity
Yes.
to be one of those, quote unquote overnight sensations because his video was good and the information was good. His personality is hilarious. It's very much like me. So I'm like, I'm waiting for the next one. I'm going to go harass the channel and be like, dude, where's the next video? What are you doing?
Here's something that I like to do
Yes.
is actually split my personalities up, okay?
Oh, God.
The one who's not motivated tends to be the creator,
Oh.
right? The artist, the talent, okay? But then there's the producer version of me that's like, well, this needs to happen today. So whatever you're feeling like, maybe you got to talk them out of their trailer. Maybe you got to bring a little snack, a little like lure, but like you got to switch to be like, okay, well, what's the version of you that's like, this has to happen? And then you got to convince the other one, right? Or maybe there's a different version of the thing you can do today, right? You don't necessarily have to have your face on camera. Maybe you're going to edit something you already have. Like you don't feel like filming. I promise you, you have footage you can work with. I promise you. Footage that's just sitting there and you're not doing anything with it. So don't tell me you don't have videos. Don't tell me you have videos. But creating the non-negotiable, like what is the non-negotiable result that must happen, right? So with the challenge for this month, right? It's the YouTube video, right? The daily YouTube video, right? And I got in under the wire last night, but did it. right? Almost didn't because I wasn't feeling great, but I was like, nope, but that's the non-negotiable part. We can do this. We can just make something happen. And did, right? Lowering the bar. It didn't need to be the flashiest, most educational, most like mind-blowing, most cinematic thing ever. It just needed to
It
happen
needed to be.
because this is what the practice of doing your content is,
Right.
because you're not going to get to it being amazing until you actually like put in reps. And like every time you go to the gym, it's not like the best, your best scores. This is why they have like personal records, right? It's like some days you're killing it and some days you're like, you know what, I walked into the gym but I did it,
I
right?
really
And
like
then
this. No, the reason why I say I really like this is because I think I mentioned this when we were in Orlando. Is I had go to the Hall of Fame thing, and I left my everything in the studio room where we were doing the Unstuck Studios, and all I had when I got up to my room was my phone. Now I had the key to the event hall, so I could have went downstairs and got everything and posted up or whatever, but it was 11, and I had to get up the next day to go to Disney. So I was like, I'm just gonna take this phone and stick it to the bathroom mirror and get down. And it was nothing wrong with that video. That video served its purpose. So you're correct. You got to fight your personalities. You got to go between your Kevin, your Hedwig, Patricia, Barry, Dennis, and the Beast. If you know what that is, drop that down in the chat or the comments. Some of y'all know one of the dopest things out there, but yeah.
I always like thinking of like all the personalities in a car, right? And who's driving the car. So the person driving can change. Hopefully, it's always the producer who's like going to keep things on schedule. If you let the talent drive, we're going to pull over and look at every tourist stop. We're going to like stay in every town. We're going to go check out every restaurant, anything to not do it. Right. So that's where you're like, sure, like you can have some ideas, but like actually, I'm going to be the one. Somebody has to be the adult in the room, and you have to do that for yourself. Or when I'm thinking about people and their like confidence and stuff, right? Like this has really been something I'm struggling with lately, honestly, not my confidence, but the fact that people don't feel like they have it, where you just, but someone needs to be the adult in the room. There's no amount of me telling you you're fine that's going to make you do it. You have to do it. You have to make the choice. You have to be the adult in the room. So when you think of your like the parts of you that are like, but I don't feel like it. Okay, that's a little baby. That's a little kid, right? And what if you tell this little kid, we're like, well, we got to get on this plane because we're gonna miss the plane. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna be like, nope. Okay, I guess we just stay here. No, you need to be the adult in the room. So you go get the stuff done.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes.
Do it. No one's coming to save you.
No one's coming to save you. I got to add this because this is funny. I'm going to just ask a crazy question. How many times did you think of, I should go and talk to William before you actually talk to him? Or was it just love at first bite?
Oh, when we first met each other, it was like we bumped into each other. We're like, I like you.
Shut up. You have one
Like,
of those meet cute joints?
It was wild.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
We were at a bar and then like we bumped each other and then like we caught eyes and he's like, I
hey
was like,
girl,
I like your
what,
beard.
they
And he
hit
said,
you
I
with
like
a
your
hey
hair.
girl, what your name is?
I went up to him. I was like, you need to take my number.
Come on. See, now look at it. Worked out. Okay, so I was doing the English paper last minute, as I tend to do. And my cousin called me and was like, come on, we're going out. I was like, no. I was like, I got to do this English paper. He's like, you've been saying that for 3 weeks. You still ain't done. Let's go. And I was like, no, dude, seriously, I got to get this English paper done. And then he goes, no, Dean's having a hard day today. He just needs to go out. And so he's going to go out. So let's go. And then I was like, oh, I hate you. Like, I really need to do this paper. Never mind. I'm not going. And then he said, well, Dean's bringing out his sisters. So I need you to come so that way I'm not just me and Dean and then his sisters. And I said, I don't want to meet none of Dean's fat, ugly sisters. That was exactly what I said. And then my cousin hit me with the thing that me and the boys always do. If you really need him to come, you're not, you're asking, but you're not really asking, but you're telling, but you don't want to be that person. You just got to hit him with the, if you love me, you'll do it. And because we grew up in a time frame where oftentimes, thanks to drive-bys or whatever, you didn't know when friends were coming home, you just, all right, bitch. You just pulled the trump card. All right, I'm going, right? So I get all my stuff together. I hammered out the paper half-ass. I'm like, I'm going to just take a C on this paper. It's okay. I'm a straight A student. I got this. I packed up. I went to the spot. And then I walked in through the DJ entrance because, I know everybody. And then I walk around the corner and I sit down and I see my cousin and then I see Dean. And I was like, oh, what happened to the sisters? And Tony was like, oh, they went to the bathroom. And then they came down the aisleway and I was like, and Tony was like, no. And I was like, no, what? And he goes, nuh-uh. He's giving me the eye. And I'm like, what? So we go to the bar and Tony's like, listen, dude, don't be macking on Dean's sister. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. He goes, I seen your eye. We're family. I know what that looks like. And I was like, yeah, you're right. 25 years ago. She still get on my nerves. So I was not motivated to go with my cousin. I was motivated by trying to maintain a 4.2 GPA. I still did. But I almost didn't go. My cousin had to pull the trump card. I hate to use that word these days. My cousin had to pull the get out of jail free card. If you love me, you will go. I was like, you because that's just no bets, right? That's the bat signal. So yeah, you be crazy at what you try to not do on the cause of motivation. You do not know how it would change your life.
You ready for some rapid fire questions?
Yes. Wait, before we do this,
Okay.
I got to give you guys the how to make sure you do this. Give yourself a puka. Sorry, Hawaiian words. Give yourself a hole. Put that hole in your calendar. Make that hole wherever you got to make it fit. If it's 5 minutes a day, we'll take it. If it's 7 minutes a day, we'll take it. Because Raph said we're at the beginning of the chat. Sometimes he gives himself 2 minutes to do something just to see. And then he get in there and like, oh, this is dope. I got this. And then next thing you know, he's finished. And it might have taken him a half an hour. But you could spend 2 minutes crying about, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm not going to do it. Or you can spend that same 2 minutes saying, okay, let's just do it. And then when you get into it, you just keep going. Because that totally happens. Right? And that happens. You can get up and take your butt to Sansei, and then next thing you know, you still got to deal with this person. So be careful with those 2 minutes, Raph. But I call it block it like a rocket. Make yourself a puka in your calendar. Start with like 15. I'm not going to let you slide with 5. We're going to start with 15. You're going to lock that time. You're going to tell everybody to shut up. You're going to close the door. Go in the bathroom. Like lock yourself in the bathroom. Go in the car. Lock yourself in the car and just do the video. And as a matter of fact, there's a couple of channels, a bunch of TikTokers who literally record their videos sitting in the car. So if nothing else, grab your block it, lock it, rock it with the pocket, sit it on the dashboard, turn it on, and then be like, hey girl, this is my video from the car today. And just go. Diana Gladney launched her channel from the car. Right? Jefferson does amazing legal conversations about legally stuff in his car. Multi-million subs. You can just go hide in the car. You have no excuse. You don't need a fancy studio. It's daylight in a car window. You're good. That's an automatic sound booth. Just do it. That reduces the friction and that gets you through the process. And if you could do that for 100 videos, and I want you to start your 100 videos, I'm sorry, I take it back. You need to do them in 5s 20 times. How about that? The only way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. Don't eat the elephant though. It's not that tender. Okay, now you can follow rapid.
Yeah. Oh, I love the concept of the sets though. I think that's really important. And you guys can do it. I think people really do need time constraints too. That's where challenges are helpful. Because if you tell somebody like you got 2 weeks to do it, they're gonna wait till the end of the 2 weeks. If you tell them we got today, it's due today.
Today.
They're gonna get it done today. You're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. That's why my English paper was on his last leg. Because I was waiting till the last day. Paul
Okay,
said
okay.
elephants taste
Question,
like
question,
peanuts.
question.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh. What is a harsh truth about being a creator that people are not trying to hear?
The biggest harsh truth is the most important thing you could be is yourself. Like everybody thinks it requires some skill, but you know what? The stats have come out this year. More people are watching YouTube than television. They are not looking for Hollywood. Hollywood had his chance. Yesterday was the 96 Oscar. Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
And like people are kind of somewhat over it now. Listen, big up to Zoe, love her, gang, you know. Big ups to Dancing Deadpool, that was funny. But for the real, I spend the majority of my time watching y'all. The idea of me sitting down eating my lunch and looking for one of y'all to watch while I'm feeding my face, having a tofu scramble, I'm looking at y'all. So yeah, the biggest thing you need to hear is they want you. They don't want this you think you need to be. They are shopping for the man in the mirror. There ain't nobody asking you to change your way. And nothing's gonna get any clearer. So you want to take a chance to never stop.
I was like, wow, is this the whole speech?
I'm shopping for the man in the mirror. Ooh. Sorry. Oh, don't drop that.
Okay, bust this excuse. I'm too busy.
You ain't too busy to be on the internet talking about whatever you talking about on the internet. You ain't too busy to send me memes, Eden. Wait, I should stop. I sent her a bunch too. I sent her a real good one yesterday. I wonder how she reacted. But you're not too busy. The matter of fact, half of the people that say they're too busy are in the conversation on a 1 hour chat talking about why they too busy to make content. You've been in this chat for like an hour. And we'd love to have you, family, come through. I'll give you seconds. But on the real though, you could have been here for 55 minutes and spent the other 5 minutes making content. You bitch. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do like with my live stream sometimes like I'm like if you need to be multitasking and you just need to take this hour to put me on mute so you have somebody like looking at you and you work on your thing, then do that.
Why
Because
you
I
over
want you to
there
be doing
looking
the
at
thing.
me? Why my girl standing there? Sorry. My musical direction is on fire today.
So if anybody, okay, so if you have somebody who's just like excuses, 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 is there a point or has there been a point where you just be like, baby, this ain't for you?
Yes, and that's okay. Like that is okay. I tell people now more so than ever because y'all are stealing my energy, bro. You are all up. You are blocking my Thundercat, yo. Thundercat, oh, that's like I can't see the logo. I need the logo in order to go. Jeez, Lion-O. You know, so like you blocking my Thundercat light. So it's okay. Just be Snarf. Everybody needs a Snarf. I'm cool with it. You know, we
What's a
still.
snarf?
Oh, you don't know about Thundercats? We can't talk. This is the end of the
I
stream.
remember like the main character. Oh, that is that like a sidekick character?
The little thing, the little cat, dog, raccoon,
Oh, I see. I see.
right? It was like the house cat, right? So
Mhm.
you had Chitara, Lion-O, Panthro, and then Snarf. Snarf was the producer. But it's okay. Like
Yes.
everybody needs a Snarf, bro. It is super, super
Oh,
cool. And that is fine. Like see, even Raph was like, you don't know Snarf? Come on. Like, listen. So yeah,
I looked it up. I saw the picture. Like
now
it
you
makes
now
sense.
connected, right?
It's Zilla.
Like, listen,
That's Zilla.
I need you to just do your thing and get the hell out of my Thundercat light, okay? Because I need my Thundercat light so I can keep juiced up. And it's cool. You could be a supporting actor. You could be a best friend's best friend. Like you could help with the email list. You can become the business manager for a bunch of streamers. Like there's things that you can do to stay in the business that doesn't require you to create content. Gen Xers unit. Yes. Yes. Oh, God.
Yeah, and there's like, we consume a lot of internet, and if you're in our communities, right, you're seeing a lot of people talking about how you should be creating content. But I tell you, when I met a friend and she's like, "What do you do?" And I told her, and she's like, "Oh, that's cool. I don't have any social media." And I was like, "Is that possible?" I was like, "You could just do that?" And let
Yeah.
me tell you, it made me think. I was like, "Is there another thing I could do that didn't require being on the internet all the time?" Right?
No.
There are things out there. Like, if this is not for you, this is not for you. But I do think a lot of times we try to reflect what we watch, right? So if we are watching a lot of tech reviews, we think we're tech reviewers. That's what I thought for a long time. I was watching a lot of makeup reviews, so I thought I was a makeup reviewer, right? So you're watching a lot of how to make content. So are you starting to feel like you should be making how to make content, which is fine. But also, like, try to really think about, why are you doing this and what is it that you actually want to do? And that can take some time, but you won't know until you start doing it.
Listen.
Doc's writing something down. He's feeling something.
Yo, listen. You just hit the switches on the net block, right? Mary Lou just came to you straight from Oakland, home of the rock, 8 woofers in the trunk, beating down the block. Life is too short. Sorry. Oh, she just fired me up. Listen. I say this all the time, but I don't think I've said it in a while. And trust me, the video is coming out today. You need to stop watching YouTube. That sounds counteractive, but no, listen carefully. I don't, except for Saturdays after class and Sundays all day, I don't watch YouTube. I study YouTube. When I am seeing a video on YouTube from the creators that I love, what'd you say? High status, high power creators, high status? I forgot what you said.
High status creators.
High status creators. There is normally impitsu or pen and paper, and I'm ready to pause and take notes. I am taking notes. I study YouTube, with the exception of Saturday after class and Sunday all day. Those days, I'm normally just watching for entertainment. But like Raph said, we barely watch it like that. Like, I am studying YouTube. Okay? So, I am also being a friend and showing up to my friends' streams and trying to be a good community member, because that is part of the work. In order to be a good winemaker, you go, I've been there. I've been to Santa Ynez, California, doing wine season, bottling day, kegging day, the whole 9 yards. We all go to all the restaurants, and everybody brings their wares. Everybody brings their bottles like a case, and everybody goes and puts a bottle on each other's table. So I could be sitting with Michael Segoyan from Beckman's Vineyard, and we're having pork chops, and somebody from Fez Parker will walk over and put a bottle on the table. This is my Rhum de Pomf. It's mixed with about 8% Shiraz, and let me know what you think. Technically competitors, but not in this case. They're sharing the knowledge as a community, because Santa Ynez wine is way better than Napa, but Napa walk around with the Johnson out like it's the king. In the U.S., Santa Ynez is way better. The whole movie Sideways, Santa Ynez, way better. Just trust me. I've been there many times. And in any given day, you got your pork chop and your mashed potatoes and 10 bottles of wine on the table. So when I am looking at Raph or checking out, my other boys, or looking at Mr. Camera Junkie or watching Mary Lou or whatever, we are crafting together. We are learning from each other. I'm even checking on Ty to make sure that she's doing what she do. Paul Sr. says, he said it point blank, we need to spend more time looking at the people in our community's channels and commenting and being prolific there than to be looking at, say, Marquez. And no, I love Marquez, right? I respect this gangster. But Watching him is not going to help you. All it's going to make you feel like is you need a $180,000 robotic arm in order to do tech reviews. Man, you can't even speak her name, and then Ty just shows up in the chat. I see you, fam. I see you. So Paul said it the other day in class. We need to spend some time showing up at our other community members' streams and leaving, positive and helpful comments. And, if you see somebody on another stream that's not even the same stream and they go, hey, say you're on a stream and you hear somebody talking about they've been on Zepbound, and you're like, oh my God, you really got to go check out my friend Ty. She has a whole channel. She's lost like a half a human. Go check her out. Like, here's her channel thing, and connect them in the comments if you can, right? It's just one of those things. So what I want to say to all you beginners, besides watching us, besides watching Raph, because he said so, go look for other channels like yours that are also beginning. If you're going to watch something, watch them so you can know you are in the right spot. Go watch my boy Josh make stuff. He probably had like 100, 200 subscribers now. Go watch somebody who just started their channel. So then you don't feel some type of way. So then when you Roy, and he got a dope ass studio, good light, good camera, and Roy also making dope videos from his car, Roy can look at somebody else and be like, that video is good. They just missing this cool ass Southern accent. You know what I mean? Then Roy would feel better about Roy. But if Roy keep watching Marquez say he don't need a 180,000 robot arm to make video, you know what I mean? So start what they used to say, act your wage. Do you remember that? You ever heard that saying? That came out like about early 2000s because people was getting out of hand and going broke for trying to be like supreme everything. And they just couldn't afford it, right? And so there was a movement, I think started by Terrell Owens, was called Act Your Wage. And it was to try to get people, and especially younger people who were already having enough trouble with finances to stop just buying a bunch of stuff that they didn't need to buy. Like you need to stay within your lane, so to speak. And there's nothing problem with looking forward, nothing at all. But dream is a fantasy unless you put it to action. Oh my God, Mariah Carey, stay out of my head. Get out. You're not invited. Oh no, go away, girl. I'm tired of you. I don't like you anymore. Go away.
Oh my God. Oh, she said she's stuck.
She's trying to get it. It's gonna come out. Ooh,
oh, just do it. Just let her free.
The high note is right here.
Oh my gosh. Like, I love this conversation. And I hope that it does help all of you just kind of reframe what is necessary in order to be a creator and what's not necessary to be a creator. What's necessary is you take action. Mm-hmm. What's not necessary is your motivation, is you feeling like it, is the validation, is the are they going to see me, are they not going to see me? That is not what is required in order to create, right? There's other things that then go into marketing, but if you can't even make a video, we can't talk about marketing yet, So I need you to make these videos. And
here's the thing. I gotta say this because this is so true. I watch a lot of Japanese creators who create videos in English now because they're just looking for an outlet to practice their English, something they're not going to get to do at home in a place that is basically 97% Japanese. Raphael said it perfectly. People, and then Roy comment and Move Mouth comment. People will use any excuse not to make content. Accent, gear, views, time, family, money, ideas. But I can point to numerous creators who did that despite all of those excuses. And me being a teacher, I'm going to read that again because I needed to sink in. People will use
louder for the people in the back.
Excuse not to make content. Accent, gear, views, time, family, money, ideas. But I can point to numerous creators who did that despite all the excuses. Raphael Ludwig, circa 2025. I should have done it in proper German. Raphael Ludwig. That, my friend, listen, I am stealing that. I am stealing that for my video today. I am sorry, Raph. I ain't sending you no money. Don't send your lawyers. Just that, no cease and desist. I am using that. Roy said I used to be Baptist, so I sit in the back row. Me too. Me too. Way across Baptist Church, Washington, D.C. All the way in the back row. Grandma looking at me like, boy, bring your ass up here. Oh my God. Roy, I'm about that
Any
life.
final thoughts you got for the people on the motivation?
Yes. Just somebody said that. Just do it. Just do it. Like, it sounds so corny. Like, it's funny because I don't even wear Nike. Like, I'm Adidas all day. But it is such a statement that is so powerful. You really sometimes just have to do it. I can't think of how many times we all have thought, like, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. And your friends are egging you on. And then finally you're like, all right, boom, rip the Band-Aid. You go up to it and you be like, hey, can I get you a drink? Yeah. All right, cool. Da-da-da, chat. And next thing you know, you getting married. You standing in front of Doc with your best friend, Michi, and now y'all is married, Ryan. And so then my boy Ryan just showed up in the chat. I married him and his wife, you know. That's my boy. So I know he was scared at first. He's like, should I do this? Should I do this? So motivation is not it. Right? Sometimes you just got to take it off and you go and then you holler. And then next thing you know, you have nuptials the day before my knee surgery. Right after I got back from Japan.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so you don't need motivation. You need to just do it, man. Sometimes you need to just do it. So good to see you.
And in
Rob.
order to shake things up, if you want to just do it, okay, change your environment, change your approach, remove the friction, take a micro step, and remember, why do you even want to do this to begin with?
Right.
Because if you're not feeling motivated, it's like maybe you just don't want to do this and nobody's making you do this.
Right.
This is where I get to the point where I tell people, I'm like, maybe this ain't for you. If you are never motivated for it and like you still can't push through, we've learned all the things, you still don't want to do it, that is okay.
And sometimes
you just want to hang.
When you take that step
go ahead.
And you go ahead and do it, and then you get married, you know, whether I'm doing it or not, but then in July, you get to bring another Ryan or Michi into the party, and then I get to be uncle again. So it works out. Sometimes it just works out. There you go. Just do that thing, man. Just do that thing. Oh my God, that's super.
I'm so proud of everybody in the community who is pushing. Like, we see you. Like, we've been doing this show now for like almost half a year.
Yeah, it's
long
crazy.
Long time, right?
Yo, when we get the
like NAB will be when we first discussed it.
It'll be when we first discussed it. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Right. It was basically like the conversations you hear were us like in the car yelling about like, right? Yeah, totally.
Yeah, with Kat and adding a little Canadian accent, and then Eden talking spicy about where we fitting to eat because all she care about is food.
Yeah, but like, we believe in you. We believe in you, and we see you, and we're very happy that you are getting unstuck and that you're actually doing it. And know that when you are choosing to turn the light on, because you have to be the one who chooses to turn the light on, you shine light on the path for other people.
Bingo.
So don't leave everybody in the dark.
And don't leave your trash on the trail. Use the trash can.
Don't do that either, right? Like, respect the trail.
Hey, you know, it's my favorite part of the show. It didn't work. I'll do it by hand.
You have been unstuck. With creators Unstuck, Doc Rock, and Mary Lou Mandel.
That cool little thing that I just played, back when we did radio together, Ryan used to make all of those for our station. And it's funny that he showed up today because I talked earlier in the stream about how we do commercials. And we were famous as a production team because Ryan would make the beats and I would go in and read the commercial in one shot. And then they'd be like, you guys are done already? Yep. Because Ryan could make the dopest beats and he just knew my flow. And I could do the post, like do a 60-second read. And they would bring me a piece of paper and I would be like, whatever. brrr, and it was like done. And we were the dopest commercial production team in the state, bro. I'm gonna put money on that. So mad love to my boy Agent Tony Stark. And as we say, you have been unstuck. I am this dude named Doc Rock. You can find me all over the interwebs at D-O Sizzle, R-O Kizzle, and just hit me up. I'm always down to help.
And I'm Mary Lou Mandel, the one and only. If there are others, let me know, because we'll go after them.
I'm laughing at Ryan. 50 grand. I'm going to get this in one take. So good. You know what we say at the end of the show? See you. He's feeling a little verklempt. Yo, that was dope, Lou. That was dope. Family, you guys just don't understand. You guys just don't understand. Please, please, please. I got to say 108%. Mary Lou mentioned at the end of the show. Big shout out to Student of the Week Award going on, actually month. Student of the Month for the month of February goes out to Simply Taisha. She has been doing that work. And she taught me something, and I used it yesterday, and I can say I was super, super proud of it. Sorry, Roy, I'm trying to say something heartfelt, Roy. Why are you going to make me laugh? I'm Tech Troublemaker, and you're not. Roy, damn it, Roy. But yes, she has been doing the work, and I am super, super proud of her. I just love what she's been doing. And so if you're looking for some inspiration, I just want to remind you that inspiration without perspiration is just aspiration, and don't be an ass, because that leads to desperation. Don't be inspired. Be done.
Be it. Be about it.
Be about it. Be about it. Ryan, we need to go get drunk before you get daddy duty and you can't come outside. Because Brad just had his kid, and now I'm going to see him today for lunch, but he has to sneak out the house. So I'll be gone. I'll be back in like the middle of April. But yeah, let's go because I haven't seen Topher since Toa was born, because he's not allowed to come outside no more. Actually, I saw him a couple of weeks ago, but so you know what it is. That's why me and Mary Lou don't have no kids. We can spend as much time as we want hanging out. I don't have to worry about her missing. Tora has 4, I think. Not Tora. Taisha has 4, so she can only play a little bit. Yeah.
Gizmo might have an opinion to that.
Why?
Oh, that's my boss. That's not my kid.
Yeah, Gizmo is the boss, yo.
Gizmo's the manager.
All right, see?
She's like at the door right now. She's like, it is time to go.
All right. I'm gonna make a Apple Evite and then get all my boys to go hang out, so we can go do something. I'm gonna just try this new app. All right, Lou. You know what I have to do? I have to go make a damn short, you jerk. That's what I have to do.
I wonder why.
You're such a jerk. I hate you. I was like,
It's fun though. We're doing it.
I
We're
gotta make this
pushing.
video and this video and this video. Boom.
But
Yeah.
the shorts don't need to be like, you were talking about doing your responses. Like, why
Yes.
you to your comments respond with videos?
Yeah. When sometimes I used to wait for the button, but you don't have to wait for the button. So I did that on the first short that I made. I was responding to a comment from the video. I did it with a video because it was just easy, and I wanted her to see like, oh yeah, this is cool. Just do this. And then she was like, thank you very much. So I like that, and that's what Paul's been doing. Paul Senior, he's been responding to a lot of his questions about appliances and stuff by making videos, because that's the gold I'm talking about. When I say the gold lives in the comments, family, that is exactly it. That is exactly it. I need you to send me 2 of them codes that's in this chat so I can send it to Sabrina and Ethan.
To the codes
Yeah,
for
where did she put it?
they're in the Notion NAB shot list.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me click it. Notion. And somebody got to do it. Sorry, I'm gonna just start having all kind of weird songs. Oh yeah, the Sony City one. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Copy. That's the one that I use. Go to the site and registrate. Use this code. Mustard. Not that. Ooh, I hate that. Dude, recently, my, what do you call that thing? Where you type stuff on your phone and paste it to your computer? Universal Studios? That's not what it's called. It's not working. Handoff. Universal something. Handoff.
Yeah, mine's not working.
Mine's been bugging, bro. But my FaceTime finally works now. FaceTime was broken for like a month. Everybody would call me, it would go brrrt, and then would hang up. And I'd be like, wait, I was trying to answer that.
What about it?
So now I just send Mary Lou things in Marco Polo. Marco.
And
The
then
funny
you have to
thing is
text
you know
me
exactly
to
what I
tell me.
mean when I do that.
Yeah, it's helpful. It's
so
helpful. All right, I gotta go eat. I'm
too.
feeling
Let's
so
go.
hungry.
Peace out.
Thanks for
Family,
hanging out, friends.
love you guys. You guys rock. Ryan, we'll catch up. Love you. Peace out. Bye.